It's fight week, guys. UFC 323. Merab Dvalishvili versus Peter Yan. This one, this one could go either way. But before I start, welcome to my channel. My name is Sonny. I speak about sports and any sport that makes the headline, most especially MMA, football, or whatever. As long as it makes the headline, this is your channel. And if you've been enjoying the channel so far, do me a favor. Please subscribe to my channel, like the videos you enjoy watching, and also share them if you think that your friends will also enjoy this as well. Guys, this weekend, there's a big one. Although we could rate the card 7 over 10 based on the names and based on their class, because we, the UFC fans, are kind of more interested in the bigger fight, in the bigger weight division. For example, for lightweight, welterweight, heavyweight, light heavyweight. These are middleweights. These are the division which people love to watch. But there's a big one this weekend with a big name. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Merab Dvalishvili. I'm sure he's one of the most well-known fighters in the world at the moment, most especially in the MMA world. This weekend he's fighting for his 4th time, defending his belt 4 times this year, and that is an historical one. This thing Merab Dvalishvili is about to achieve this weekend, if he eventually pulls this off, if Merab defends this belt successfully this weekend, he will be the only fighter, the one and only fighter with 4 title defense in a single year. And that is him creating his own history. This is an history GSP couldn't do. This is an history the mythical John Jones couldn't do. This is an history Anderson Silva couldn't do. Daniel Cormier. The list goes on and on and on. Even Khabib Nurmagomedov couldn't do this. As dominant as Khabib was, Khabib normally when he enters the ring, he dominates people. He never gets injured, but still couldn't defend his belt for 3 times. Now not to talk of 4 times a year. This is remarkable. Big time remarkable for somebody who is as hungry as Merab Dvalishvili. And it's so surprising that Merab Dvalishvili is not being given the #1 spot in the pound for pound. And if he, regardless what happened this weekend, Merab was already earned the spot as one of the greatest of all time. He has defended that division. He has defended his belt time after time. Now he's going back. It's like he's going to the 2nd tier of his championship reign, beating his class, beating the people in his division for the 2nd time. And that is remarkable, guys. Big time remarkable. And if you guys don't understand what Merab is about to do, you guys should just watch the UFC champions, the people considered the best of the best. They cannot, some of them couldn't even defend the belt twice in a year. And Merab is defending this belt for 4 times. And imagine if he pulls this off. If Merab pulls this off, if he's not considered the greatest of all time, then I don't know what he should do next. And the way he has been dominating opponents. He has been dominating his opponents, his rivals, from minute 1 to minute 25. We all know Merab Dvalishvili is a very good cardio machine, the person with the best cardio machine in the game at the moment. And for him to take this fight against a very dangerous opponent, this is not just an ordinary opponent. He's an opponent he has already faced before. Peter Yan. He defeated Peter Yan, yes, in a 3-2 decision. We all could see that fight was very competitive. And listening to Peter Yan come out the other day and said, the fight is not going to end the same way. I believe him. I believe him, because once you fight somebody the first time, whether you're on the losing side or the winning side, the fight is always different in the second fight, because now you both already know the kind of fighters you people are. You already know what kind of weak point he has and what strongest point you have. And everybody in that division, in that featherweight division, everybody has already been watching Merab Dvalishvili. So they are kind of studying him. He's the one with the most incredible cardio in the game, but the person in that division that people are always watching, looking up to, Merab. So this time Peter Yan is not coming to know. Peter Yan is coming to get that belt, because Peter Yan was a former champion. And for me, honestly, this fight is an interesting fight. Merab, we know, is a cardio machine. Big time cardio machine. Peter Yan as well is a very, very good fighter. Not just striker. He's good. He has a good ground game. And that's what we know Merab also. Merab now, his striking is getting better and better. So this fight is going to be interesting. I'll be really looking forward to this fight. I think for me, both are in a very good level. But for me, who is going to win it is Merab. And if Merab pulls this off, he has to be the best fighter in the world. Best fighter in 2025. And also, your #1 pound for pound. Because if you could fight 4 times a year, defend your title 4 times a year, which the other contenders couldn't do, not Islam, not Ilya, who we even struggle to fight once a year, then I don't know what else Merab should do. For me, it should be the #1 pound for pound. For me, I see him getting this done. Merab, for me, I take Merab as the favorite to beat Peter Yan here. I think he's going to do it in decision. But we never know. Peter Yan could pull the upset. Peter Yan could pull the upset. But with Merab, you literally have a slight chance of pulling the upset. Let's go to the co-main event. Alexandre Pantoja versus Joshua Van. This is a very interesting fight as well. We all know Alexandre Pantoja. He has already been dominating his division already. Alexandre Pantoja is one of the people with the most impressive ground game in the game at the moment. But we also know that Joshua Van is a very high-level striker. So for Joshua Van to win this fight, Joshua Van has to take care of that takedown. He has to have a very high-level takedown defense. Okay, we're talking about Alexandre Pantoja, who is considered one of the best in the history of the game in his division. But people are forgetting that there was a name called Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson already had that division for a long time. So Demetrius Johnson in the history of the UFC is one of the best in the history. And now Alexandre Pantoja now is trying to let people know that, hey, before you call me Demetrius Johnson, I'm here to make my mark. I'm here to leave my name in the history of the UFC. And that is what he's trying to do this weekend. He gets a very dangerous opponent as Joshua Van. And Joshua Van is not coming here to joke. If there's an upset in this 323 card, I think this fight has an upset. Joshua Van looks like somebody who's going to pull the upset here. And I won't say that, okay, Joshua Van is going to win, but it's going to be an interesting fight, and we'll be looking forward to this fight. Actually, this is the fight I want to watch. These both fighters, I want to see what Joshua Van can do. I want to see if Joshua Van can take Alexandre Pantoja to the deep waters. But for me, I'm going to go with the champion, man. Alexandre Pantoja, for me, I see him as a big favorite, and I see him dominating Joshua Van for 5 rounds, or he might get the finish. For me, Alexandre Pantoja. In the third co-main event, we have Brandon Moreno and Tatsuro Taira. Tatsuro Taira, if you guys have watched that guy is an incredible fighter. That guy is highly skillful. He's fast. He knows how to move. We all know these Asian guys, they are so light. And this guy is one of the brightest fighters in the UFC at the moment. So I see this fight getting really interesting. These are 2 strikers. Brandon Moreno, we all know he has already had a belt before, former champion and a very entertaining fighter. So this one for me might be the fight of the night based on the kind of styles. Styles make fight, and the 2 of them are not coming to just touch themselves. 2 of them are coming to end themselves. So I'm really excited for this fight. I think this fight is going to be the fight of the night. And I think Brandon Moreno will get this done. I see Brandon Moreno winning this fight. And if he does, who knows, he might get the title shot next. Although he has had it a lot of times. And Pantoja have already defeated him 3 times. So let's see how this fight is going to play. But for me, I think I'm going to go with Brandon Moreno as the winner of this fight. And also this is going to be my fight of the night. So let's go to the 4th co-main event. The historical Henry Cejudo and Peyton Talbot. I mean, this is a very good fight. This Talbot guy is a very good. If you look at his highlight reel, this guy finishes almost all his own fights. First round, second round, the way he dominated, he doesn't even waste time. He just knocks his opponents out, and he's facing an historical Henry Cejudo, a Triple C, a champion, an ex-champion. Triple C came out the other day and said this might be his last fight. And I don't know if Triple C could be able to do this impressively well. I think he's going to sign for more fights, because I still think he has it in him. When you see Triple C talks, you know that he has that hunger in him. So it depends on how this fight is going to go. And Peyton Talbot already has 10 wins, 1 loss, and 0 draws. So I think he's He's in a very, very good position to beat Henry Cejudo, but we all know experience always counts. And I see saying Henry Cejudo at least dominating this fight. If the Henry Cejudo can take him down, the fight is over. But also, this is a match where I think there will be an upset as well. I think Payton is somebody that once he touches your chin, it is over. So Henry Cejudo should be careful. But for me, I'm taking Henry Cejudo here as the favorite, and I'm picking Henry Cejudo to win this fight. And the fifth co-main event in the main event card of this UFC 323, Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. This is a very interesting fight. We all know light heavyweight and heavyweight always end in drama, always end in knockout. And I don't know, I see this Bogdan Guskov as a very dangerous opponent. Very, very dangerous opponent. This guy has knocked out his last 4 opponents. And he's in a good run. But we have a Jan Blachowicz, who is one of the most dangerous fighters in the UFC at the moment. If Jan Blachowicz come into that night, beat Jan Blachowicz, I think Jan Blachowicz can get this done. And for me, I'm picking Jan Blachowicz because we all know how dangerous he is. We all know how good he is, both ground and top. He has this one knockout punch that can end anybody. Same as Bogdan Guskov, because his last 4 fights has all ended in finish. And this is going to be one of the most entertaining fights of the night. For me, I'm picking Jan Blachowicz, and I see him winning this fight. Guys, let me know what you think about this UFC 323 card. Let me know who you think is going to win between Merab Dvalishvili and Petr Yan. Let me know which one you think is going to be the fight of the night, and let me know what you think about the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.